Hi everyone, I'm Olga. Thank you for joining our 30-minute info session about Kundalini Yoga 200-hour teacher training. Let me share with you the presentation I prepared. So I hope you can see it now. Good. So today I'll show you exactly how the training is built, who is it for, what you'll gain on the level of body, mind, and spirit, and what the path looks like from the first weekend to certification. And then we do Q&A. I want to start with the big idea. This training can be a new professional path, yes, but it's also a deep personal reset. Awakening and transformation is not a slogan here. It's what's happening when your practice becomes structured, consistent, and intelligent. And the outcome I care about most is real life change, energy restoration, mental clarity, and a stronger relationship with yourself. And when I say awakening, I don't mean a fantasy or a label. I mean expanding consciousness in a practical way. You start noticing your patterns earlier, you stop reacting automatically, and you gain choice. You see how the mind creates stress, stories, and limitations, and you learn how to interrupt this loop. Kundalini Yoga gives very direct tools for that. Over time, your attention becomes steadier, your energy becomes clearer, and your nervous system becomes more resilient. This is what awakening looks like in real life. More clarity, more presence, and more responsibility for reality you create. Here's what we'll cover today. First, how to know if this training is for you. Second, why Kundalini Yoga? What makes us different? Third, your breakthroughs. And then I walk you through the curriculum flow, the teaching team, and next steps. Let me be very clear. This training is for 3 types of people. First, dedicated practitioners. You want consistency, depth, and the structure you can actually live with, not random classes. Second, future teachers. You want real methodology, confidence, and the ability to hold safe, effective classes. And third, I want this for myself. You are here for everyday life, nervous system stability, clarity, vitality, self-awareness, and you don't have to decide now what will be the future. Many people begin because they want a stronger inner life, and the next step reveals itself later. What makes Kundalini Yoga distinct? 3 things. It's a complete technology, movement, breath, mantra, meditation, designed to work with the nervous system and the energy system. Second, structured sequences. Kriyas are built with purpose. Rhythm, breath, focus, energetic effect. It's not a random pose collections. 3, real life outcomes. You don't practice to look spiritual. You practice to become steadier, clearer, more resilient, and to bring that into work, family, decisions, emotions, and the relationship with the outer world. Personal breakthroughs in this training happen on 3 levels. Mind and attention. We clarify inner patterns, build focus, and reshape the relationship with the mind gradually and practically. Body and vitality. Kriyas and breathwork strengthen resilience and your capacity to stay present under stress. Energy and intuition. Energetic tools support awareness and emotional regulation. so you feel grounded, clearer, and more connected to your inner guidance. If your track is teaching, you get a different kind of breakthrough. Teaching skills, confident cueing, clear structure, strong class rhythm, voice and presence, methodology and sequencing, how to build a coherent Kundalini class, intention, warm-up, kriya, meditation, integration, and how to hold a space, manage group energy, give simple respectful corrections, and create trust. In other words, you won't just know kriya. You know how to lead people through an experience, and you do it professionally and safely. This training is 200 hours step by step. The idea is progression. Foundation first, then advanced tools with practice, theory, and integration. So the knowledge becomes embodied, and our weekend rhythm is simple. You experience first, then you understand, then you apply. The curriculum is balanced: practice, techniques, philosophy, anatomy, and professional skills. And between modules, you will be also supported. Guided self-practice, materials, reflections, so it becomes part of your life, not just a weekend event. Just so you see the full picture, the training is not only practice, it's also structured theoretical foundation. We study the chakra system and how to connect it with the practice, breathing techniques, emotions, lifestyle. We cover philosophy, yogic foundations, the role of mantra and meditation, and key concepts that support inner discipline. We also include Sikh roots, where it's essential for understanding the lineage and context behind Kundalini Yoga. On the anatomy side, functional anatomy, physiology, nervous system, breath mechanics, contradictions, and how to teach safely. And on the professional side, teaching methodology, ethics, boundaries, class structure, cueing, voice, and how to build your offering. We also include practical tools for communication and social media, so you can share your work clearly and professionally without losing integrity. The training runs in 2 locations: Ljubljana, Slovenia, and Geneva, Switzerland. Certificate requirement is also very clear. To receive the certificate, you must complete at least 90% of the training hours and activities. And the good news is flexibility. If you miss a weekend in one location, you can make it in another. Miss Geneva, for example, join the same weekend in Ljubljana, and vice versa. Here is the weekend day schedule, starting with sadhana at 6 o'clock in the morning, then lectures, techniques, practice, meditation, lunch, and so on. And here are extra training elements that make 200 hours feel alive and consistent. So around 130 hours of live sessions across 7 weekends. 5 of them are in person, 5 online. Then a 40-day practice with a real-time sadhana on one chosen kriya. We're going to run it on YouTube or Zoom, I will confirm. And online sessions every 2 weeks, plus pre-recorded home study lessons, and overall 200 hours of active training with teachers plus homework, and on top of that, your personal practice and independent study. Let me introduce the team. We have 6 teachers. I am Olga, lead Kundalini trainer based in Switzerland. Natasha, lead Hatha trainer based in Slovenia. Gurmeet, covers philosophy and yogic roots. Dr. Sumit teaches anatomy and physiology, both of them located in India. Andrei supports social media and marketing models. Lana is a Kundalini and Hatha teacher, supporting the process. And one more important element is community, which we're going to create during our journey together. This training works best when the group becomes a real Sangha, supportive, honest, consistent. And if we build a strong group and there is a genuine interest, I think that Gurmeet and Sumit would be happy to help us to organize an inspiring study trip to India in the future, so we can experience culture, the context, and the roots in real grounded way. It's not a promise today, it's an opportunity. You can read about certificate requirements after. I will send you the presentation together with this recording. What's included in the training fee? Full tuition, materials and resources, necessary recordings, and guidance and integration support. It means that you can contact your teachers anytime you have questions outside of our meetings. Not included: meals during in-person weekends, your travel and accommodation, and the 80 hours of personal practice outside the weekends. For Ljubljana, the training fee options are shown here. The early bird is available until 17th of January, and then regular price applies. And the same structure for Switzerland, Geneva. You can have early bird until 7th of February. But also we can discuss a personal payment plan if necessary. And now I would like to open Q&A. Ask me anything: curriculum, logistics, experience level, registration. Maybe you have specific questions about curriculum, maybe awakening theme. And as I said, I think we are going to make another info session in a couple of weeks to dive deeper into curriculum. But if you are ready to register, you can message me, email, WhatsApp. My contacts is on the slide. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for listening. I'll stop sharing the presentation, and we can talk directly now. If you have questions, Marina. Would you like to ask anything?
Yes, I think Marina is trying to manipulate audio options in a
That's
way.
all right. That's all right. We can take your time.
That's okay. If I may, I just wanted to share as well something about this training. I think what it kind of sets apart from anything else that is offered in the market, because you have a number of teacher trainings for yoga in both locations, in Switzerland and in Slovenia. But here, I think what you get is the full curriculum that prepares you to become a professional teacher in Kundalini, which is kind of rare. And at the same time, it prepares you to market yourself as a Kundalini Yoga teacher. And I am, as a kind of a social media and marketing lead in this training, I'm really happy to share this information, because I think, and what we found together with Olga in the past, that what these trainings lack a lot is a preparation for the future job, really. So what they typically do, they teach you maybe a bit of awakening, maybe a bit of kriyas and yoga techniques, and then they just throw you out into the world, and they tell you, okay, and now you do whatever you want and do whatever you need to attract the potential students, etc., etc. But here we are kind of taking this very seriously, because this is a goal. Let's be honest. Of course, we all want to be awakened, and we take it as a spiritual path as well. But also, this is a professional path, and this will bring you money in the future. So this is an investment into your future as a teacher. So this is why we are adding, by the end of the training, sometime in October, we are adding this module that will show you how to really position yourself as a yoga teacher, especially Kundalini yoga teacher in this world, and what you can do in order to attract clients and customers, and what are different paths that bring you this success, professional success, I would say. So I think that's kind of a thing that you have to look at it from this perspective as well.
Okay, I think you mean, Andrei, for those who are really serious about teaching after this training, yeah, this is a big question, how to begin, and we can help with that. Yes. Raul, do you have anything to ask for the moment? Because it's also okay if you don't have questions. I've said really a lot
No,
of
no,
stuff.
I have no questions in the moment. I'm really mapping these possibilities to understand what we have as options in the market, and also to know your team and your proposition.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately, we had Gurmeet, and he switched off at some point of time. Maybe that was the connection or something. Because that would be nice if he could spare a couple of words from his side. He was connecting from India to this webinar,
Yeah.
but unfortunately we lost him.
Yeah, but that's all right.
If you have in your proposition something that for me is very interesting. This we receive a lot of announcements and propaganda in Instagram and other social media, but normally they are full online courses or
Yes.
materials to study at home. And your proposition has this weekends to
Yes.
to develop to accelerate the development. Yes, the development as a team is for me is a little bit interesting.
And you can only do it live. Raul, recently I was catching up with the owner of one very big yoga studio not in Switzerland, in Slovenia. Actually, I was meeting with a lady who owns a very big yoga studio, and she told me recently a guy came to her who have finished one of these teacher trainings online for, I don't know, $200 or $400. They are cheap as well. I mean, let's be honest, they are very cheap. And he said, "Yeah, I want to teach you in your studio because I have the certificate and it's like Yoga Alliance and everything." And and she said, "Well, okay, we'll come over. Let's see what you can." And he came over. He couldn't do anything pretty much. There was nothing. And I think that's very typical of this online trainings. You never know what you get. You need to have an insane motivation, first of all, for
Yes.
this. Insane motivation. And also you need maybe to have your trusted mentors live again around you who would help you to understand and all this kind of stuff. But really, I would never ever advise anyone to go to this fully online courses. You know, probably you saw in the what you call it, the my biography or whatever. You saw I was sitting at the piano, right?
Uh-huh.
On the picture, I was sitting at the piano, and I'm a musician. I'm a professional musician in the past and kind of currently as well. So I'm managing different domains. And if I could say one thing for musical education, you should never do it online as well. Because if you want to properly play an instrument, and especially like serious instrument like piano, or you always need a mentor that works with you offline, live.
Yes.
This is 100%. It is 100%. So I'm with you on this, Raul. Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, but you have different approach. I think online or hybrid trainings are also good when you already know about the subject, you already practiced, you had some trainings before. That's what I do. But if you are doing the first or second training at the beginning of this journey, of course, it should be in-person trainings. And yeah, if
For the practice, for the practice, the everyday practice, our individual practice, the online is okay. I make online since 5 years now, and
Mhm.
and,
Mhm,
and I can feel the changes of yoga in my life, or in the body also.
mhm,
Mhm.
But I think to go ahead and turn myself into a teacher is better to have a near supervision, and
Yes,
I think it's the presence is important, because I'm
100.
not doing to myself. I'm preparing to
mm.
take it to other people. I need to be uh, good.
100%.
Okay,
You're
it's really good to understand your reasons why you want to do it. And to be honest with you, I also had what, as Andrei said, insane desire to start to begin teaching. And you need to have to sacrifice a lot to be able to begin. It's not easy, especially when you never did it, you don't have an experience. Yeah, you just need a support here. And many people with the certificate, they don't teach because they don't know how to begin. They are not prepared to do that. They can
Mhm.
already practice, but still a lot of things are missing. And our target here is because I elected in my teacher trainings, I knew that my teachers are not preparing me to, to be independent, to go solo. So one of the reasons why I'm doing it, creating these trainings, because I want to see more teachers. We need more teachers. We almost don't have Kundalini classes around, or they are very, let's say, like I know teachers who are doing Kundalini offerings, but it's like events, not regular classes. Uh, and so then others who never experienced Kundalini, they think, Kundalini yoga is this. We do the circles, flowers, mandalas, mantra chanting, which is really great. But Kundalini yoga, it's a very strong practice which changes you as I said, on every level, body, mind, spiritual, your your awakening, that's what awakening, your consciousness rises, and that's how you see the bigger picture. That's how you change, but it takes time, of course, and that's why we cannot do this training because this is what we see on the market. do your training within 1 month or within 5 weeks. This is impossible. You cannot do it. Your body is not able to take as much physical practice. It's not possible. That's why we need to spread it into, and I think this is the minimum what we can do. Like, okay, we do it from February to October. This is the minimum. I did 3 years of Kundalini trainings, because every time something stops you from practice, your life actually, different situations, and you just cannot continue. But it's also part of it. So I did 3 years of Kundalini trainings. Then I did other trainings like Hatha. Also 2 years of Hatha, but it's not 2 years, it's courses. Also other trainings. I mean, it's good. It's good to go. But first training, first life-changing training is Kundalini for me. And I stay with this. Even I give a lot of Hatha classes, different, even Pilates already. But Kundalini is my love from the first sight.
Do you have a place in Geneva where we can stay, or we need to arrange it for ourselves? Because
We can.
I need. I live in the other side of Switzerland. To me, it's easier to go to Paris or to Moscow than Geneva, and I have 4 hours of train to arrive in Geneva.
Okay, yeah, we no, of course, as we already know where we're gonna conduct this training, and we can help you with the accommodation. There are possibilities right beside the yoga studio, because where we're gonna do it, it's already like a house, and the lady, maybe she can offer a room for stay, but also like 100 meters away from this place, there is a hotel. And yeah, we can help you with that.
It's a beautiful place. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's
well, typical Swiss nature, and a bit of grass and a bit.
It's not exactly in Geneva. It's in Bouchillon. It's called like Bouchillon, mais en français c'est Bouchillon. And yeah, it's not the center.
To you, Raoul, actually, like maybe half an hour closer to your side. It's almost Lausanne.
Okay. So it's
But you can find the address in the presentation. I'll send you later. Yeah, so you can
and
already.
Also on the website we have all the addresses and all the information for where it's going to be.
Marina, maybe maybe you have some questions. Yeah, you're really welcome.
I didn't understand about how it's gonna be Geneva and Ljubljana. How it works? It's
separate.
It's two separate places.
It's two separate. Yeah, for example, where do you live? Where are you based? Zurich. Yeah, for you it's Geneva. No, it's Switzerland location. But there is a possibility. For example, you cannot do one of the weekends, and then you can travel to Ljubljana. I mean, yeah, it sounds crazy now. Maybe people don't consider it. We are doing it for the first time. But I know that many people like traveling as well. And why not to replace one of the weekends? No, especially if there is also a situation. You can also make one of your weekend in Ljubljana. But again, you can see that the prices are very different. It's because we live, this is the reality. Ljubljana, Slovenia is much cheaper place than Switzerland. But I can assure you that the level of price is very aligned with the offer on the market. So the price is fair, but also you can travel because this I think not anybody can offer you what we suggest. So it's separate, it's individual trainings. Just the team of coaches is the same. They will travel. I will be myself in every teacher training, in every training weekend, because I'm the main teacher, let's say the holder of their idea. But others, they will travel.
And it would be in English or in which language?
English.
In English.
English. Because also in Switzerland we'll have some people joining from like the nearest France and Italy and Germany maybe. So it's kind of multilingual.
Yeah, I can. Am I right that you speak Russian?
Yes.
Okay, no. So me originally Russian, and we can of course discuss many things in more depth in Russian, but the training itself, it's in English. So all the classes, all the materials, they are in English.
And then we have people from India joining, like the two guys from India are joining in that.
Gurmeet I know very well. Yeah.
Do you really?
I was
Really?
traveling with him in the India.
Ah, how nice!
Yes.
He was joining right now. I don't know where did he disappear. He was just he here just a few minutes ago. But yes, so Gurmeet and Dr. Samit, they are joining from India, and then we have a Slovenian trainer as well, Natasha. So
Yeah, we have a very good Hatha yoga teacher trainer, Natasha. She's amazing. I also had a training with her, and to be honest with you, she's amazing. I don't know. I really wish that she had this opportunity, and you have this opportunity to work together, because she opens really a lot in terms of techniques. Because Kundalini Yoga, the roots of Kundalini Yoga are from Hatha. So the Hatha are the roots. And then, of course, other things, Tantra, and as I said, Sikh tradition also plays a big, takes a big part in this yoga, because the teacher who created the style of Kundalini Yoga, he was himself Sikh, Yogi Bhajan, and that's why we have a lot of mantras from Sikh tradition. But we keep it, I always say, it's not religious, it's just tradition. And for us, also for Europeans, we are not so much connected. We don't consider this as a religion. So we like mantras, we like music. So for us, it's really okay. But of course, we're going to discuss it in depth. And that's why we have Gurmeet Singh, because he himself represents this tradition.
Yep.
And I'm sure he's gonna teach us a lot of interesting things, which we would never get, somehow from the books, or doesn't matter how much experience we have. It's really good to have someone who connects us in person to the tradition. Okay.
Any other questions, Marina, Raul?
No, at the moment, no. Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining. It was real nice to chatting with you. And
thank you very much. Recordings and tell me how it's called, presentation will be shared with you shortly, and you can prepare your questions. I think we are planning to do another info sessions in a couple of weeks. Just if you have other ideas, it's good to talk about it again before you jump into
Okay.
your training. Yeah, okay.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Allez.
Allez.
Bye bye.